Good morning, YouTube. How are we doing this morning? This fine. Look, this is a fine, warm morning compared to what it was before. Hold on once. Yeah, I hit the mute button because some stuff y'all don't need to be hearing. Let's see here. Settings, local videos, presentations. Nope. Let's see. And welcome. Let's see. Trying to figure out. Let's see something. Close this for a second and go into my live. Okay, back. I'm sorry about that. I sent Charles a hey Mike, I sent Charles a I sent Charles a link because he for some reason he can't seem to find it in the morning. So no, I had to turn it. I had to close the window for a minute, and I sent Charles a link. And he said for some reason he can't find it. I said then I told him look in the shorts or something like that. But I just want to make sure that he sees it. You know what I mean? Um, and right now, hold on 1 second. I gotta go back to the truck, back of the trailer, check it out. Be right back. I don't want to take my earpiece because I'll be right out of range. feeling this other truck driver was waiting on me to get out. And I just walked back there and seen him backing out of the spot. I'll explain that in just a minute. Let me do my. Let me do my paperwork, my inspection, pre-trip, blah 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 blah. And see, I got a habit of. I was 2471. Um, for you guys that are, if you, any of y'all are new truck drivers, y'all need to know you got to do 15-minute pre-trip. Don't try to cut it short. Don't 5 minutes. Even though some of us know you can just look and see what your truck doing. Uh, hold on 1 second. Bam, bam, wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Right. Well, what happened last night? I've been having to drive like a truck driver. I've actually had to do some work. And what happened yesterday? I was trying to get to one of my spots, or trying to get down the road, so I didn't run out of hours. See, when you drive a truck, you're only allowed to drive a certain amount of hours. You're only allowed to be on duty a certain amount of hours. After that, you violate it, and enough of those get you let go. Enough of them can get you fines from the DOT if they happen to do a pop-up inspection. Fines and tickets. So you don't want to violate. That it'll mess with your seat with a CSA scores. It's all this crap. As a truck driver, you've got to know uh, what you have to do, and it's a lot of crap. So I'm I'm struggling, and I thought I passed by a truck stop that I usually stop at, and once I got loaded, and I was heading north, going the opposite direction, trying to find this place so I could park, and I just kept on driving and driving. I thought it was the next exit, but it must have been 10, 20 miles down the road. I'm like, wait, no, screw this. So I turned around and started going the other way. And I'm like everything else, like every freaking thing else, you got to talk me down. Like everything else, you got to talk me down from the cliff because I'm stressing. At this point, I'm like, well, I'm gonna violate, just don't know when. You know what I mean? Because I haven't violated in years, and I violated about a month ago. And I was like, well, I'm not, I'm not going to, because if I start stressing out, I'm gonna make it worse and get into an accident. So I literally, I'm sitting there laughing the whole time, right? So I said, well, and I'm calculating, counting, minutes with my fingers and everything else. Okay, well, I can make it here. Let me try that. I tried the first loves. It was jam packed. I popped the U-turn in the parking lot, and I got out of there. I said, well, I can make it to the quick trip. I can make it to the. Well, no, first of all, I was going. I can make it to the state line. I can make it to, because you can actually. A lot of truckers don't like to park in the scare house, but me, I'm like, whatever I can get, I'm gonna get to, because I always park in scare houses in Florida. So wherever I'm gonna get, I can get to, I'm gonna get there. So I'm pushing for the scare hop. But then I said, well, I should check the QT. I said this, and I'm like, it's late, so it's gonna be packed in there. So I jump in there and I see a spot, and I was like, there's probably a small ass truck in there, which I knew it was. Pissed me off. Probably a small behind truck in there, and I'm gonna be, stuck. Then I spun around, and then I was like, the usual stack spot where one guy's against um, the sidewalk, and another truck pulls up to him, and next thing you know, there's 4 or 5 trucks in a row. So I was the third one out. I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like this, because I normally don't do that. But then the guy all the way close to the sidewalk, he started moving up to give a open spot. So I turn around and I take off again, spin around, and pulling nose first into the spot where he was. Now I'm stressing. Oh, they're gonna kick me out and all this other stuff. So I take some melatonin to knock me out, which I need to stop doing that. I take some melatonin to knock me the heck out. So I'm knocked out, and I wake up, and as usual, it's a cluster. It's a cluster f bomb. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting there cracking up, but I got enough room to maneuver to get the heck out of there. I had to back out. So, and this is what I want to say. If there's any future truckers that listen to this, the new guys, don't sweat it. It's always, you might not think you can back it out of there, but you just got to get the right angle. You got to get out and look. A lot of guys hit stuff because they just be trying to maneuver and don't look, man. I backed up a foot, got out and looked. Backed up another foot, got out and looked. Backed up another foot. Then I was like, I can't make it an angle. Pull forward, pull to the right, to the left, and maneuver the back. Because what you're doing is you're actually driving the back of the trailer. You think it's the front, is you're actually maneuvering the back. So I moved it. I got it to the right spot, got out of there, and I was like, whew, without hitting nobody or causing any drama or anything. I'm like, whew, thank you, Lord. You know? And I looked up, the guy that moved forward earlier last night, he was waiting for me to wake up and get out of there so he could back the heck out because he was blocked. I mean, he was straight blocked in all the way around. He was sandwiched in. So he wasn't going nowhere. So I looked and I seen him backing out. I started cracking up. I said, oh, he was waiting on me. And so that's what actually started that's how the start of my morning actually started. Well, let me say this. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the foolishness, what we call my channel. I am a over the road truck driver. I'm also an empath. Um, I'm also a certified and glorified fool. We talk about almost everything, but try to keep it minimalistic. But that's just us. Um, for plant update, the truck has been. I let the truck on and off status. What that is when the truck gets a certain temperature, turns on, the heat's on. So I was kind of toasty this morning, not shivering like normal. And my papaya and pineapple tree was loving it. I woke up, I watered them. I watered my buddies. I'm gonna have to repot the papaya probably when I come back home into a bigger pot. And yeah, we're gonna redo that. And then I might probably add a plant or look for some seedlings, get some seedlings and uh, start, with those little pod thingies, the little, the little pods, and put some seedling, in there, and start growing me, something else. So because I want to set up, I need to set up that side and have my companions drive with me. You know what I mean? But I was stressing out yesterday because I literally with this. I still don't understand it, but this split birth. I officially ran out of hours in the dock, but the split birth kicked in, and two, I had 2 more hours to get to wherever. So I'm sitting there like, this is some hot mess. And I said, I picked up at Adidas. I said, I'm a violate for this cockamamie company. I'm mad. I'm mad. I was mad. I said, this is some bull. This is some bull dinky. I said, I'm a violate for these knuckleheads. And I, that's where I've fallen on by the wayside a bit. The last 2 days I was stressed, and I started eating some junk food. And I apologize to the page. I apologize to myself. But today we are back on track, um, because I was tired. Nothing was working. I started drinking some Monsters, which I know is poison. I got to get back on track. I've been drinking my dandelion tea. I got my mushroom coffee. I'm getting back on track, trying to get as much sleep as I can, not be as stressed out. I had some popcorn and and not Cheez-Its, but those little cheese doodles or whatever. I didn't go crazy, but it's still cheating. And it was not a designated time. I realized what I was doing, and because what we're trying to do is we're trying to continue this healthy lifestyle. I see the difference in my body. I see the difference in my arms, my shoulders, legs, and feet. Um, I'm trying, but I'm also human. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. But and that's what a lot of times you you have to not see. I have the habit of, well, I did it, so I might as well keep on going. No, no, no. Don't keep on going. Correct the problem and keep it moving. Because then I started looking at it this way. Well, look, you was complaining about getting the hours. You was complaining about not getting any lows. Well, I'm getting them now. You just got to figure out how you going to maneuver through this. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure out, meaning me, I got to figure out how I maneuver through it. So I'm laughing the whole time. I had to get out the truck and do a 50-yard dash to get to the shipper to get the paperwork, and then run back. So I'm sitting here the whole time. Instead of being upset, I'm laughing and giggling out loud like this is stupid. My pants are falling down because I done lost some weight. Because normally when I started this YouTube journey, when I started with 4 subscribers, I was wearing a size 44 pants. Well, now I'm in with a 38, and my belt is pulling because I got no behind, and I'm a brand new pair of 38s was just falling off of me. I'm not one of those guys that you let the pants droop all the way to the freaking knees. I just ain't got no behind, and it was falling down. So I'm laughing, I'm holding my pants up, I'm laughing, and then I realized, wait a minute, this is brand new pants. The wife just wore me, so I got to move down to a size 36 in some pants, or not all of them, but some jeans or whatever. And so I'm looking. You got to look at the bright side of your situation. You got to look at the bright side of your situation. And you look. I don't. I'm losing. I'm still losing weight, even though I cheated. I'm still losing weight. I'm sitting there. I'm happy because this is stupid. What's going on? And I'm laughing, and I'm not letting anger eat me up inside, because being an empath, it hits me tenfold. And I don't just get angry, it physically affects me. It hurts. I don't know, like a wire is crossed or something. You just get mad. It hurts me. It physically hurts. So when I get upset, I'm causing my own self damage. So why would I want to make myself mad? So I'm sitting there laughing and say, this is freaking stupid, and I'm like, well, when the alarm goes off, because there's an alarm, I'm just turning the volume down. I'm not stressing. I'm gonna find me a spot now. I just look. This is what it is. And then I come up on the exit. There was a major accident on our highway. It's a 2-lane interstate, 85, and the trucks are backed up. I said, you know what? I said, Lord, are you trying to tell me something? So I was like, well, one way or another, I got to stop at the QT. I can't keep. Not gonna sit in this traffic. So I get off and I'm sitting there laughing. I said, "This is freaking crazy. This is stupid. It's crazy and stupid." But and then I'm going, "Well, this is my life." But then you got to look at it. I'm always telling you all these stories about what happened to me years ago, what in the darkness that I was in. Well, now because I'm able to deal with something that's normal to everybody else, but it's abnormal to me. And I'm like, this is stupid. Okay, let's figure out what are we gonna do? Are we going to go off the deep end? Or are we just gonna deal with this? And it is what it is. And then I got to the point of it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I got to the point of it is what it is, and I'm like, that's it. And I slept like a baby. I didn't want to get up. I was like, I got to get up. I got to get up. I got to get down the road because I need to make more miles this week. I need to make more miles. I can't make more miles sleeping 13, 14 hours. I got to make more miles when the hot clock hits 10. I got to go. I'd rather run out of hours than not have didn't have too many. So this is what's happening with me this morning, and I'm in a good mood. I didn't have the chance. See, with me, I have to get myself. I have to get my feelings under lock. I have to start the day charged up with happy, goofy stuff, happy, goofy movie, music, happy, goofy thoughts, happy, goofy whatever, and then I'll be drained by the end of the day. But I get recharged when I talk to my friend. When I talk to Charles, I get recharged when I talk to Norma. This is the thing. You're looking for relationships, and you always hear it. You got 30, 50 women in one line. Man ain't squat. Man ain't this. Man ain't that. Well, okay. How about have a live? You look for it. You want to have. How about how can we find the right person for us? Well, I'm not attracted to that. Yeah, because you're an idiot. And I'm not trying to be mean, but you are. Because guess what? I've been with this woman come April 10 years. It's been such an amazing adventure. 10 years. This is how God works. I, I remember hearing a whisper, and y'all can believe whatever you want. I was just when I totally gave up, said, God, I give up. I'm just gonna be. alone the rest of my life. I'm not looking. I'm not looking no more. I'm done. And I remember hearing a whisper saying, "Okay, I literally was just paraphrasing the whisper. I literally was waiting for your dumb behind to give up." Because the Bible says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, lean not to thy own understanding, in all ways acknowledge me, and I shall direct your path." Get that. I will direct your path. So when you give up and you trust, I said, "Lord, I give up." I said, "I give up." He said, "Okay, I got somebody for you." I didn't even think when I first met her did she want me until I met her the second time in a bar, and she was stunning, knockout, look, a freaking knockout, and my jaw fell to the ground. I was like, "What?" You know, and but back to the story. We always, when we get into these relationships, we look for the attraction, and we don't look at the person. We don't look at you know, we don't listen to the conversation. You get all these, if you don't take me to to the most expensive steakhouse known to man, and I'm picking your ass up in the projects with your fake hair, your fake nails, your eyelashes are so long, they're longer than my beard, and your booty sticking out, and you're looking like a slut, and you got your baby hair glued to your forehead, you know, and you're trying to, I, and we think that's an attraction, but we forget about the person. We forget about, and when you get to my age and stuff half work as it is, sex ain't, that's not floating my boat right now. I want to have a conversation. I want someone that doesn't push me away when I get close to them. You ever see those videos where the guy's on a date and he's going in for a kiss and the girl pushes him away and he just bought her food. He picks up his plate and her plate and walks away. And I'm with it. But back to the original point of my conversation. I like being around the woman that I'm talking about. Even if I'm in the yard doing yard work. I'm doing yard work because I want her house to look beautiful. Yes, it's my house too. I'm fixing and running the Home Depot to get this to fix that and do this and do that because I want her to pat me on the back. I'm doing this and I'm and we sit there and laugh and we had inside jokes driving down on Thanksgiving and we were doing all of these things because I like being around her. And looked up. Excuse me. We got 5 cruises. No, one of them I got a book. I'll be booking it tomorrow. We got 5 cruises booked coming up all the way to 2027. I got to pay them daggone things. I got to pay them. So I'm coming up with a budget to get in there. But I'm back to what I'm saying, and that's a lot of times when after years, a lot of husbands and wives or whatever together, they don't realize the the physical attractions wore off. Those things go up and down, and if that's all you got, when you lose that physical attraction for a while, and that's when the divorce is on the radar. But I like my wife. I like her. I like her conversation. We laugh and I bow down. I bend the knee. Yes, dear. Yes, I bend the knee because she is the one for me. When I first met her, I was impressed. When I first met her, the more I was around her, the stronger the attraction became. Because I wanted something different. I wanted someone that actually cared, that wasn't an a-hole, wasn't a narcissist, wasn't self-centered, self-absorbed in everything else. She thinks I'm a super stud. I'm like, what? 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 We all know that ain't true. But she believes it. Okay. What? And the more I see what I see, bro, it's all good. And I said that all of that to say this. When you're in I'm in this truck for long periods of time. Long periods of time. It used to be so dark and lonely. But it's not now. I spoke to her last night, baby. I'm heading to sleep. And we laughing and whatever. I'm going to bed. Look, Jeffro, bye. I'm going to bed. And really, she said, you ain't going to bed. You're going to play your games on your phone. Yep, I can play my games on my phone. And then I did a pop-up for this morning. Hey, sweet Rhea, how you doing? What's up? What's going on? What's happening? I did a pop-up this morning. I did my pop-up for this morning. And I said, you know what? I don't have no real whatever. We just going to talk about it. But see, here's the thing. Hold on, guys. Start preparing. And the reason I'm saying it, normally I'm like, I got to run to this. I got to get this. I got to get. No, I got to leave some money in the bank. Because these big corporations, all these big corporations that voted for Trump and this and Trump that and blah, blah, blah. All these corporations that's doing all that, guess what? They laying off people left and right. They closing stuff down. You know, even the big dogs, UPS, closing stuff down. Everybody cutting back. Well, they cutting back, right? You better put something back for a rainy day. You better get you some they got it on TikTok that plant seed, seedlings, or get with one of these gardeners and say, hey, where should I get me some seeds for certain things, just in case. Or should I, even though if you even just got a balcony, man. So look, I'm about to put some stuff. I'm about to get me some seeds and grow me some stuff in passenger seat in my truck. Cause I see, my papaya's going good, my pineapple's going good. I'm gonna start growing some stuff up in here, and I'm start looking and continuing to figure out some other stuff. I'm gonna be getting with Charles. Well, I'm see we're gonna look, maybe get a whole cow. I've been talking about it. He said he with it. Get a whole cow butcher. There's a local um farmer. He's not local, but he's about 50 to 75 miles away. And he lets me know. He's got an email that lets you know when he's doing it. I got to save up for it, but put the money down, and then you put the money down to hold the cow, and then in the spring or whatever, 6 months later, when the cow's bigger or whatever, that's when they butcher it. So it's going to be less all of that. The middle guy and all that is straight from the farmer to the butcher to you. And I'm going to start looking into some stuff. I'm going to get a bigger freezer and pack some stuff up, because see, Now it's you gotta look at the money wise, buying stuff out here and uh, getting stuff. I'm kind of stuck. I have to stop at Walmart's. Everybody else is everybody else is boycotting Walmart, but that's one of the only places I can get into it now. I got a specific one I go to, and it is what it is. But I'm with y'all in spirit. But I'm going to start setting myself up because if I'm going to continue to eat healthy, if I'm going to continue, I got to set myself up in here to have the food, the stuff. And if I buy it and I make it and then bring it out there, I'm going to be better and I'm going to save money. And now I'm keeping up with the bills. I got a bill due today. When I stop for my break or stop at the shipper, if I'm going down to Macon, I'm going to pay that and just keep it moving. You see what I'm saying? And you got to set yourself up. We got to set ourselves up to prosper. You know what I'm saying? We have to set ourselves up to prosper, and that includes spiritual. And I implore y'all because I got one. It was given to me as a present. I'm gonna break out the Ethiopian Bible and learn some more about God. And I'm going to continue to eat better. I'm continue. We are going to continue the struggle to to uh, to eat better. We're going to continue the growing, and I'm going to listen to Mike. I'm gonna try to stop. The season's over. Stop buying salt. I'm not making promises. Stop buying salt because I'm literally ghetto in it. We ghetto in the salt, guys. Stop buying salt. And you know, and hey, Kenneth, and we're gonna continue. Uh, I'm gonna get in the notebook and start writing out lists of stuff that I want to do and stuff that I need to do. And in that list, instead of just throwing money at it and then not having enough to pay the freaking bills, come up with a budget and a plan to implement implement my vision. You see what I'm saying? And my vision is really to continue to have fun, to continue to work on my mind, body, spirit, and soul. And my vision is to continue to grow the channel. I done gave up on the hours, man. It'll come when it comes, but we're gonna have fun in the process. We're gonna yell and scream in the process. We're gonna figure it out in the process, and we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn together, you know, because unlike everybody else that be faking it till they make it and shucking and jiving, I tell you I don't know what I'm doing. I be waking up. Mike many times had to tell me, I'd be like, I'm surprised he didn't say it today. I said, think about it Thursday. Good morning, good morning. Hey, it ain't Thursday. When I did it, I double checked. I said, let me check the calendar. Like let me check the calendar because I'm looking like a fool. And see, I was going to videotape me trying to back out this hole, but then if I knew I was live, I would have been stressing, and it would have been a hot mess. So I said, let me not do that. Let us not do that. So I'm learning. I'm learning what my weaknesses is and what my strengths are, and that's what I say. You gotta learn. You gotta learn. And when I go home next time, I'm gonna break out the gimbal and I'm gonna stop being a little girl. No, what I'm gonna do is I have an old phone. There's nothing wrong with it. It just ain't connected to nothing. But I'm going to use that with my gimbal and practice with that and download that stuff off the Wi-Fi and download that stuff, you know, and that's going to be another part of my equipment for my YouTube channel. And then I'm gonna find out a price and I'm gonna put it on the back wall so when I'm home, it's like a neon sign. I'm gonna see how much that's gonna cost, and I wanna do the one with the lawnmower in the middle, my Husqvarna lawnmower in the middle, and then around the circle, can't stop walking but love mowing and cruising, and hopefully that'll be a neon. And I want to do that. So I'm like making that back bedroom. I got to clean it up and move that walker into the other room because one eventually I do it like sitting at the computer, but now I've got a 50-inch TV that I removed from downstairs. I'm gonna put up there, and I put the thing to it, the HDMI cable to my laptop, and then I'm gonna sit on the couch in the back, like a studio, and I got the boom. Hey, welcome to my channel. And I can see y'all because it's gonna be on the 50-inch TV. Welcome to my channel, and I'm looking to do a few other things down the line in 2025, and have fun because again, I'm not doing the 1099 and the LLC unless I see a specific amount of money coming in. If I see a specific amount of money, I'm gonna do an LLC. Well, this is the can't stop and walking but love mowing and cruising LLC. Blah 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 blah. But until then, we ain't doing nothing. Cause look, I ain't getting my feelings hurt. I'm like, I thought I was gonna be this wonderful YouTube star. That's for them young folks. They be shucking and jiving and all that stuff. No, I look. I'm just telling it like it is. I'm just being me, which is crazy and cuckoo. But you guys have become my digital friends. You become people I can talk to, and then when we laugh, I'm laughing because even though I try to stay positive, depression does kick in. I'm by myself 90% of the dang on time. Depression does kick in. So when you check out other channels, you check out other people. Look, keep it going, keep moving, keep growing. Check out Mike's Chaotic Gardening. Check out Cruising is Fun Anytime. Check out 80 Lugo Studio. Check out Kenneth Wilkerson. Check out Urban Garden Chronicles. Check out Sweet Reed. These are good people. You might actually learn something, or you might actually get a good laugh. You might actually get prayed for. You might learn something. Crocheting, cruising. Look, I got to come up with a plan. If I'm going on 5 cruises, I'm not just going to do like a blinkety blank. I need to go. I need to get some. I need to come up with some content. You know what I'm saying? And I need to come up with some content, and really. So in other words, I need to come off. I need to come off, stop being cheap, and actually get in some editing. What I might do is do a what you call it with GoPro. They got a thing that edits for you. AI edits, man. That thing it come out looking good. You know, and I got my GoPro in here, and then I need to start. I got the push-up bars out here, but even this morning, because I woke up, it's cold. I'm in, I'm encapsulated in this row of trucks. So I was more worried about that, and like I ain't doing push-ups right now. That's stupid. But I'm like, look, I got to back out. I got to back up. I got to get up out of here. But I got to start incorporating the push-ups in my daily routine. I got to start incorporating or start walking because my brain be so fried. When I stop, I'm ready to wind down and go to bed. And that's not good for one reason. I force myself to go to bed. That's why I start taking that melatonin. That's not good. So I got that. That's a bad habit. We got to get out of. We got to get out of that habit, and then we got to start making positive habits. Um, I'm drinking my dandelion goju berry tea, the TikTok thing that is supposed to fix your liver and your kidneys and gives you a boner and and you're supposed to run a 5K and do 50 push-ups and your stomach's gonna disappear and all this stuff's going to happen to you, which is all a bunch of hooey. But if any of that just works, look, I'm gonna drink it. I realized this morning I haven't drank my beetroot juice. So when I stop today, I'm gonna make a beetroot juice, powder concoction. I'm gonna drink that nastiness and be bitch moaning and complaining and be thankful. And I'm gonna take a moment to thank God for another day, another hour, another moment, another minute. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna be appreciative of it. Cause doing this, you don't know about tomorrow. But God's doing it. We gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? God's doing it. We gonna figure it out. Doing this ain't the. Oh, I just realized I'm going slow as heck. Let's speed this up. I'm doing like 56. I'm driving like a normal human being, but it's all good. You don't think you can survive it. You don't think you can obtain it. You don't think, but start with the little things. Start with the little things. When the little things get accomplished, you just don't know that feeling until you're like, wait a minute, I did that. Wait a minute, I did that. People can be mean and cruel and they don't realize that what your struggle is. There was a lady that did a video. I said, "Boy, you better than me." She was hanging and doing this exercise by hanging and swinging, and with her weight, that had to be painful. With her weight, that had to be. You had to have some strength in that, so that was a workout. It was doing it, and people were just being just horrible. But I said in the thing, keep going. You got this, because people don't know. A good percentage of people that are big don't want to be big. A good percentage of people that are out of shape don't want to be out of shape. They used to be in shape, and their head is down, and then, oh, woe was me, and then, look. You gotta find what makes you happy again. I'm gonna save you some counseling money. You gotta find what makes you happy again. When we first moved in that house, boy, it used to take me 3-4 days to mow that lawn. But when I started realizing I could get stripes in that lawn, I can make that lawn really green, and I could do this and I could do that, I started having fun, and I started being obsessive over it. And once again, I am. I got all this dead sod on my front lawn. Like, well, if it come back, it's gonna be so green. If it come back, it's gonna be this. And I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, that's the magic word. If it come back, but I got a plan for if it don't come back. I'm gonna be buying bags of this expensive grass seed, and I'll start throwing some of it down over the winter, and then when I come back from our cruise in March, it's on. It's on and popping. I'm gonna aerate the lawn. Actually, I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna change the oil in the aerator. I'm gonna aerate the lawn, and then I'm gonna seed the bejesus out of it, and have fun, make videos, get 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 semi intoxicated, and have fun doing something that I love. Have fun doing something that I love. We rarely do that nowadays, don't we? Yup. We really, we really, we really appreciate what we got, and don't live on the fact that it could be taken away again. I thank my wife for being my wife weekly, monthly, yearly, because I have a true companion. I ain't got no problem saying that to the world. I say it all the time. I got a true companion. I got someone that sometimes gets on my last daggone nerve, but I wouldn't trade this feeling for the world. And I'm getting on. I'm like, look, I need these. When you're an avid cruiser, you have an account with the cruise lines. I can't see none of our upcoming cruises, so I called her up. Look, babe, I need to see this. I need to see this. I need the numbers. She gave me the numbers. It wasn't going through it, and we get mad at each other. I said, okay, I'll call you. Then I call it back. I call it back. And one went through, the other one didn't. Well, when we're on the phone with it, and it finally goes through. So now I got a plan. I'm doing this like a Walmart layaway. This week I'm putting 25 on that one. This week, because I got one cruise in 2027. I got one cruise coming up 365 days from now. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's all good. I got time. So now that I got time, I'm gonna put 25 on that one. If I got extra money, I'm gonna put 50 on that one. I put 100 on that one. When I got it, but now I got to okay, put this on this one, this one. I'm gonna set it up. I'm setting this up because I got to get back into the normal routine. I got to get back into when when it's time to get on the cruise. Everything's already paid for. I don't have to throw stuff on a credit card. That mess got to go. Everything needs to be paid for, and I got my money saved up for the cruise. I don't know where I done fell by the wayside, and I ain't been doing that. I got stuff on my American Express that I'm like, I know that was like 3 years ago. That was a cruise 3 years ago. I'm like, oh, okay. We can't be doing that no more. We can't be doing that no more. So far, to recap, start your day out with a positive attitude. Start your day out. Don't stress. Figure out I'm gonna make it out of this one way or another. Like like when I was backing up, I had a truck to the right of me, but he wasn't really close. So I had room to maneuver. I said, okay, I got out. I got room to maneuver on that side. I got a lot of stuff behind. I got a lot of space behind me, but I don't want to get too close because another guy in the middle of the night, they make their own parking. Hey, good morning. I see somebody say hello. It popped up. It's for hey, Frugal Mama. So get out, make your plan. And the same thing. If you're gonna start exercising, you can't do what. Hey, look, like I'm a commercial here. You can't do a wellness with Frugal Mama do, because she's been doing it for years. But what you can do is say, look, I could do. Let's start out. I'm gonna do 5 squats. You could be. Look, I was 300 pounds. 5 squats. I needed the help. There's a few times I'll get out and I'll do a squat and I'll be grabbing over to the side of the truck so I can pull myself up. But you start out with 5 squats a day for 5 days and take 2 days off, and then do it again next week and the next week and the next week. Because see, this is what a lot of the health gurus and all these health people don't tell you is, look, it's gonna hurt afterwards, but you got to barrel through it. So if it's gonna hurt, start out light so it'll slightly hurt, and then start building up because your body will start getting used to it. Your body start getting the repetitiveness of it, and then you can start making it. Then okay, I'm moving from 5 squats to 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 10 squats to maybe 50 squats a day. And then next thing you know, you the squat champion, and you be in the shower, and you're like, wait a minute, I ain't never seen that muscle before. I ain't never seen that muscle before. You see what I'm saying? When you start out at your level, it's the same thing. You guys see me driving. Look, I'm staying in my lane. And it's so funny. The reason why I'm staying in my lane, because I know I'm being videotaped. Y'all watch me. Normally I'll be wiggling all over the place. But when you stay in your lane, you can figure out what's going to work for you. And then what works for you Once you start figuring out this, you say, wait a minute, I see that muscle. Wait a minute, I got to do a little bit more. I got to do a little bit more. Look, when I started realizing, and I know this is too much info, when I started realizing if I do 3 miles, I'm not going to want to go to the bathroom a whole lot that night. When I realized that, I said, hey, babe, hey, we need to go walking. Because usually she be like, come on, let's go walking. I ain't going walking. You know, come on, let's go walking. I ain't going walking. Come on, let's go walking. And it's in my name. Can't stop walking. I'm like, I ain't going walking. And I realized, why are we walking so slow? Let's go. And I'm in pain, but I'm struggling through it because look, this is a positive thing that my muscles are grabbing that glucose that's pushing out my body, and my muscles are grabbing that glucose and eating it up. Okay, I done figured something out here. So guess what? That's another reason why I need to get out there and start doing them push-ups so that muscles will start grabbing that glucose again. And next thing you know, I'm not wanting to go to the bathroom again. And so forth and so on. And once this becomes a routine in my life, I can start budgeting. Get that a routine. Start planning. That's a routine. You know, start making this as a daily routine. So when something goes down, I'm already prepared. When something goes down, I'm not, oh, woe is me. Do you see what I'm saying? Because that's what life I lived for so long. Woe is me, I can't do nothing. I knew I couldn't do it. I did one squat and it hurt. I knew I couldn't do it. Well, I'm always gonna be broke. But no, I got all these credit cards, but they high interest. Now the next level is I need to get me a low interest credit card. Do you see what I'm saying? And I'm cancel some of these suckers. Oh, don't be canceling with you. No. I don't care. I had bad credit before. I'm a cancel. I'm getting rid of at least 5 or 6 of these months. Because what I did was they keep on improving me. I keep on getting them. I didn't know. Now I know. Like, well, no. This one's the devil. This one need to go. This one need Jesus. This one need to go. This one is the devil. This one need to go. Now I'm gonna keep a few of them, but they're gonna get paid off. You feel me? And then we're gonna build from there. What works for me, 9 times out of 10 ain't gonna work for you. I see the green, so that must be Urban. Hey, what's going on, Urban? What works for me, 9 times out of 10. And this is some, you know, I forgot what the guy said. He was saying something that he learned in patois about. It was a conversation where someone was saying that they got hurt or whatever, or was their feelings or something, and the mama was saying, shush, 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 like you're trying to shush him or make him be quiet. But he found out in patois that means I'm sorry or something like that. And I thought that was so freaking awesome. It's crazy how you learn, other things. It's crazy how you learn, and that's one thing I want to. I'm gonna get with Charles and Norma after we got to slow our roll. We got 5 cruises coming up, 5 adventures coming up. But I wanted to go back to Jamaica. We only was there for the day, and so I want to go back to Jamaica because we originally Norma had paid off a I want to go back to Jamaica and because I want to enjoy some Jamaican food. Mainly Jamaican food. I want to enjoy the real. I don't want the crap on the resorts. I want to do like you can do this is you can have a tour. A person will come. You pay a person to give you the tour. It's like a foodie tour, and I want to pay a person to take me around, take us around, and to other places like cookouts and you learn and have stuff like that's what I want to do. And then I want to go to that falls. That's a tourist thing. Um, Norma said if you look up, there's spiders the size of Jurassic Park. But I want to do that, and and I want to see the stuff because when you in New York, you grow up and you grew up around Jamaicans and the nicest people don't take no crap. But you're like, man. And remember back in the day, they had that commercials going to Jamaica, and the reggae music. I love me some reggae music. Don't know what the heck they're saying, but I love it. And I would like, oh man, and then go to a dance hall. I might be nervous, but I want to go to a dance hall. That would be, I think would be fun. But I want to go with somebody that's got family there. Someone that is I'm not just gonna be a tourist. I'm not. I ain't stupid. You know what I mean? But I want to go where I want to do that. That's something that I've always wanted to do, especially like go to like a gym. I watched videos where they had like this big cookout where they're preparing all the food and oh man, it looks. I was like, I was just licking my lips, like Lord Jesus, and a beef patty. Oh man, when we got off the cruise, the real beef patty, and actually have it on that bread. I don't get it because it's breading in the patty, but I want to do that. Oh, that would be freaking awesome! Oh, I got a good screw face. I got a good screw face. Cause hey, I was informed the other day. Norma looked at. She said your face, your, your face is showing. She literally said your face is showing. She literally said your face is showing, and meaning I had a screw face. Boy, I said really? She said yeah. I said oh okay, I'll fix it. And the goofy, then I had the goofy look. But she said your face is showing everything you feeling right now. I said oh shoot. I said she said your face is showing every your face is showing your mood exactly, and it wasn't a good mood. Oh man, and I'm a natural born foodie, but I'm not a foodie with these people down here in Atlanta. They can't cook. They can't cook. There's only one or two places so far that I've been to in Atlanta that I was like I got to come back. And one of them is actually a Asian. It's like an Asian version of a Hezekiah, where you get some real ramen noodles. Not that not the pack of ramen noodles with that. It's got the wax on it and all the poison and everything. No, he's got big pots in the back that's cooking broth, and they've got all the stuff, and you've got levels, and the guy warns you, and you got to tell him, look, man, don't give me the American version. You know, don't give me, because like the second time I came back, I wanted a level 5, and I got like a level 1, and I was mad. And I'm like, but when the owner was there, you could tell, he's from Japan. I had a level 4, and I was going, oh, 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 oh. But it was so good. But like stuff was coming out of like different spots. Oh, uh-oh. Well, stuff was coming out of different spots and whatever. But okay, guys, I done ran past my time. Coming up next, Wellness for Frugal Mama. Get your workout on and positive affirmations. Get you some workout ideas so that you can start exercising, that you can start changing your life for the better and living more healthier. Look, guys, thank you for coming in. Thank you for being a part of my life. When I just start flapping over the gums, I just happen to look up and see that little 5'9", and I'm like, uh-oh. Thank you. So as always, my brothers, my sisters, if you don't think nobody loves you, know that the God above loves you, and I love you too. Peace out, peace and chicken grease. Have a blessed day. See you guys tomorrow. Deuces.